morning children. How are you all? Welcome back to the second session of chapter number 4, Parts and Wholes. Before proceeding further, let us revise what we did in our first session. You learned what is a fraction and how to write it. Fraction represents equal parts of a whole or a collection. Fraction has two parts. The number on top of the line is called the numerator and the number below the line is called the denominator. Then you learned how to represent a fraction pictorially. Finally, you learned different types of fractions. When a fraction is less than a whole or 1, it is called a proper fraction. When a fraction is equal to a whole or more, it is called an improper fraction. A proper fraction with 1 as the numerator is called an unit fraction. And a fraction that is a combination of a whole number and a proper fraction is called a mixed fraction. Fractions with the same denominators are called like fractions, and fractions with different denominators are called unlike fractions. Equivalent fractions. What are equivalent fractions? Two or more fractions that represent the same share are called equivalent fractions. Equivalent fractions have the same value. To find the equivalent fractions, multiply the numerator and the denominator of a fraction by the same number. Example, find two equivalent fractions of 1 upon 3. In the first, I have multiplied 1 upon 3 with 5. And in the second, I have multiplied 1 upon 3 with 6. So, the equivalent fractions of 1 upon 3 are 5 upon 15 and 6 upon 18. A fraction can have an infinite number of equivalent fractions. Write any two equivalent fractions of the following. 2 upon 3. 2 upon 3 is equal to 4 upon 6 equal to 6 upon 9. In first case, I have multiplied both the numerator and the denominator with 2. I get 4 upon 6. And for the second equivalent fraction, I have multiplied both the numerator and the denominator with 3. I get 6 upon 9. B. 3 upon 4. I have multiplied both the numerator and the denominator with 5 for the first equivalent fraction, and I have multiplied both the numerator and the denominator with 6 for the second equivalent fraction. So, 3 upon 4 is equal to 15 upon 20 is equal to 18 upon 24. C. 7 upon 8. First, I have multiplied both the numerator and the denominator with 2, and for the second, I have multiplied both the numerator and the denominator with 3. So, 7 upon 8 is equal to 14 upon 16 equal to 21 upon 24. Lowest term of a fraction. To reduce a fraction to its lowest term, keep dividing the numerator and the denominator by their common factor till they cannot be divided further by any number except 1. Let us find the equivalent fractions of 16 upon 20. First, divide the numerator and the denominator by 2. We get 8 upon 10. Second, divide both the numerator and the denominator by 4. We get 4 upon 5. As you already know, we can get the equivalent fraction by multiplying both the numerator and the denominator with the same number. Here, the numerator and the denominator is multiplied with 3. We get 48 upon 60. So we can say the equivalent fractions of 16 upon 20 are 4 upon 5, 8 upon 10 and 48 upon 60. We can find the equivalent fractions either by multiplying the numerator and the denominator with the same number or by dividing the numerator and the denominator with the same number. Now the equivalent fractions of 16 upon 20 are 4 upon 5, 8 upon 10 and 48 upon 60. We have to find the lowest term of 16 upon 20. We can see 4 upon 5 has the minimum number of parts. If represented pictorially among all the equivalent fractions of 16 upon 20, 4 upon 5 has the minimum number of parts. So the fraction 4 upon 5 is in the lowest term as there is no common number that can divide both the numerator and the denominator. Reduce the fractions to their lowest terms. 3 upon 24. When we divide both the numerator and the denominator by 3, we get 1 upon 8. We have 1 in the numerator which cannot be reduced anymore. So the lowest term of 3 upon 24 will be 1 upon 8. 10 upon 45. Both the numerator and the denominator is divided by 5. We get 2 upon 9. They cannot be divided further by any number except 1. So 2 upon 9 is the lowest term for the fraction 10 upon 45. 6 upon 6 equal to 1. Any number divided by the same number is equal to 1. This cannot be reduced anymore. So 1 is the lowest term for 6 upon 6. Comparing like fractions. What are like fractions? Fractions having the same denominators. You have already learned how to compare two numbers. Let us now learn how to compare two like fractions. To compare like fractions, compare the numerators. The greater the numerator, the greater the fraction. Example, compare 2 upon 8 and 1 upon 8. 2 being the bigger number, fraction 2 upon 8 is greater than 1 upon 8. Let us solve few examples here. Compare 5 upon 6 and 2 upon 6. 5 being the bigger number, 5 upon 6 is greater than 2 upon 6. Compare 3 upon 8 and 8 upon 8. 8 being the bigger number, 3 upon 8 is less than 8 upon 8. 7 upon 5 and 8 upon 5. 7 being the smaller number, 7 upon 5 is less than 8 upon 5. And finally 5 upon 2 and 3 upon 2. 5 being the bigger number, 5 upon 2 is greater than 3 upon 2. Addition and subtraction of like fractions. To add like fractions, add the numerators. Write the sum as numerator over the same denominator. For example, add 2 upon 8 plus 4 upon 8, it will be 6 upon 8. To subtract like fractions, subtract the numerators. Write the difference as numerator over the same denominator. For example, subtract 21 upon 23 and 20 upon 23. It will be 1 upon 23. Multiplication of fractions. Multiply the numerators of the fractions to get the new numerator and multiply the denominators of the fractions to get the new denominator. For example, 4 upon 5 into 2 upon 6. The answer will be 8 upon 30. Let us now solve few questions. Add 2 upon 5 and 1 upon 5. It will be 2 plus 1, 3, 3 upon 5. Add 3 upon 8 and 4 upon 8. 3 plus 4 is 7, so the answer will be 7 upon 8. Subtract 19 upon 12 and 7 upon 12. By subtracting 19 and 7, we get 12, so the answer will be 12 upon 12. That is equal to 1. Now subtract 2 upon 5 and 1 upon 5, we get 1 upon 5. Multiply 6 upon 7 and 5 upon 8, we will get 30 upon 56. And lastly, 3 upon 9 into 2 upon 5, we get 6 upon 45. Fraction of a number. Finding the fraction of a number is the same as multiplying the number and the fraction. For example, 5 upon 6 of 24, which will be equal to 5 into 24 upon 6. 24 5s are 120 upon 6, which is equal to 20. There is another way to find this answer. As we know, 24 comes in the table of 6. So 6 4s are 24. So we can cut both 6 and 24 and write 4 in the numerator and 1 in the denominator. Now it will be equal to 5 into 4 upon 1, which is equal to 20 upon 1, which is 20. Let us solve two examples. First, find 6 upon 7 of 49. We know 7 7s are 49. So we can cut 7 and 49 and write 7 in the numerator and 1 in the denominator. It becomes 6 into 7 upon 1. That is 42 upon 1, which is equal to 42. The second example, 4 upon 12 of a dozen. Dozen means 12. So it is 4 upon 12 of 12. 12 and 12 we can cut and write 1 in the numerator and 1 in the denominator. So it becomes 4 into 1 upon 1, which is equal to 4. Ramu's vegetable field. Ramu's vegetable field has 9 equal parts. What vegetables does he grow? He grows chilies, potatoes, brinjals, tomatoes and spinach. Which vegetable grows in the biggest part of his field and what part is it? From the picture we can see it is tomatoes which grows in the biggest part of his field and it is 3/9 part. On what part of the field does he grow potatoes? 2/9 part of his field is used to grow potatoes. What part of the field is used to grow spinach? 1/9 part of the field is used to grow spinach. And finally, what part is used for brinjals? 2/9 part of the field is used to grow brinjals. Ramu wanted to give these vegetables to his friends. He has 20 tomatoes and 18 potatoes. He gave 1/5 of these tomatoes and 1/3 of these potatoes to Abu Bakr. Let us now calculate how many tomatoes and potatoes did Abu Bakr get. The total number of tomatoes is 20. Abu Bakr got 1/5 of 20. That is 1 upon 5 into 20, which is 20 upon 5, which is equal to 4. And he got 1/3 of the potatoes. That is 1 upon 3 into 18, which is equal to 18 upon 3, which is equal to 6. So Abu Bakr got 4 tomatoes and 6 potatoes. Ramu gave 2/5 of the tomatoes and 3/6 of the potatoes to Srija. Let us now calculate the number of tomatoes and potatoes Srija got. The number of tomatoes equal to 20 and number of potatoes equal to 80. So the number of tomatoes she got is equal to 2 upon 5 into 20, which is equal to 2 into 20 upon 5, which is 40 upon 5 equal to 8. Potatoes she got will be 3 upon 6 into 18 equal to 3 into 18 upon 6, which is equal to 54 upon 6 equal to 9. So Srija got 8 tomatoes and 9 potatoes. Nancy got the rest. Let us now calculate how much did Nancy get. Tomatoes she got will be total number of tomatoes minus Abu Bakar's share plus Srija's share. Total is 20. Abu Bakar got 4 tomatoes and Srija got 8. So it will be 20 minus 12, which is equal to 8. Potatoes Nancy got will be again total potatoes minus Abu Bakar's share plus Srija's share. That is equal to 18 minus 6, which Abu Bakar got, and 9 Srija's share, which is equal to 18 minus 15 equal to 3. So Nancy got 8 tomatoes and 3 potatoes. Let us see what we have learnt in this session. You learn what are equivalent fractions and how to find the equivalent fractions of a fraction. A fraction can have an infinite number of equivalent fractions. You learn to find the lowest term of a fraction. Also learn to compare like fractions. You learned addition and subtraction of like fractions, multiplication of fractions, and finally to find fraction of a number. Kids, we have come to the end of this session. Revise thoroughly. Take care and bye.